Hey guys, guten Morgen aus Deutschland, good morning from Germany. I usually don't react to Chantal, or not on a regular basis, but messages have been popping up left and right, and some of you sent me messages on Messenger and emails about what happened in Chantal's world, and that is apparently it's over between Salah and her. I checked, and there are like dozens of reaction channels that already posted all the proof, all the voice messages, and a girl apparently lured him into a girl from Girl World apparently lured him into wanting to cheat on Chantal. And I'm not gonna post any of that stuff, some of it is explicit anyway. And so what I'm going to do is just share my thoughts with you on it. So to recap, before we get into the latest developments, Chantal was totally getting out of control in Canada. Then she decided to become a Muslim and get into a relationship with a Syrian guy that lived in Kuwait. So she moved over there and pretended to have like a happy life with him, which whenever she felt like she couldn't hold up the facade anymore, then it became clear she's not all that happy. And to shut up all the haters that told her that this is too fast, too soon. She said that her feelings are so intense that she instantly felt like she needed to get married to him. Then people try to prove her wrong. This is not possible. She's not married. And so she felt like she needed to double down. The problem is, and I keep seeing this with both Amber and Chantal, is that they are trying to appease and or shut up too large an audience. There are people out here that, like me, I couldn't care less if Chantal's in a relationship or not, and I don't even watch her on a regular basis. And with Amber, it's like she's shown so much arrogance and smugness and dishonesty on her channel. I don't care what happens to her. I just phrase my opinion based on that. But these two women, they want to have supporters, and so they try to be nice to them. And then, they have times when they overshare. Then other times, like let's say after they've overshared, they're in or Chantal is in a live stream, and then people say, so what happened to this and that? And then she attacks them or blocks them because she doesn't want to talk about the things that she overshared on anymore. Or people try to prove her wrong, then she tries to prove them wrong. And it's just it's unhealthy to me. It's unhealthy. I would never do it. I don't know how both Amber and Chantal got into this corner, where they constantly feel like they have to address their haters. I'm not sure. If they just lived their authentic lives without feeling the need to lie about how happy they are, then they would be happier and there wouldn't be all that much drama. And maybe it would be nice to see somebody like Amber or Chantal being happy. But they've chosen the path of constantly, being at war with people. And so this is also clear in Chantal's live stream. I'm just going to let it play in the background and give you my thoughts on it. So what I already do not get is her reasoning about leaving Kuwait to go back to Canada to get weight loss surgery. And she had not done any research. Apparently that's what she's trying to make us believe. Had not done any research on how long it takes to get a doctor, like a family practitioner. And she didn't do any research. She just went back and then found out it would take years, which I find hard to believe. But hey, If she tries to tell us so, then maybe there's some fact behind it. I'm not going to research it. It's not worth my free time. And so then she ends up in Canada and eats nothing but unhealthy foods. And in that one video where she was wearing a white sweater, and I'm not going to look up the clip, did she not say what kind of a life would that be if she made her decisions based on views? Looks like she's doing it now because a couple of days later, here we are with all kinds of messages and proof and receipts that Salah was apparently cheating on her, if only virtually, but planning on meeting that girly girl in real life. And so I'm not getting it. Is it all for views? I mean, I'm not even gonna run my empath scanner on her. It's just all strange to me. But the tears seemed legit, you know. One aspect that raised a red flag for me is the fact that Salah was actually in that live stream commenting, or in the, you know, in the chat. Why didn't she block him? Why did she have live conversations with him? They could have done that behind closed doors, you know, or, you know, off screen. But in a live stream, you know, I don't know if, I don't know. That would fan my fire of thinking that it's just for views. There is the aspect of these voice recordings being done by AI. I mean, I've tried it out before, and it's uncanny how that can really sound like the real person. Or maybe you guys remember the channel Windows 95. I think he calls himself Windows 96 now, and he did AI voice recordings of Amberlyn Reed and stuff she would never say in real life, but it was funny because of that. But yeah, so it sounds like Salah's voice. I don't know if he actually said it. It seems like Chantal doesn't care how many of these clips or screen recordings are legit, because apparently Salah came to her and admitted that, I don't really know what, that he had cheated or was planning on cheating on her. I don't care, but as a result, Chantal is selling us the premise now that it's over. Which, knowing Chantal, doesn't really mean anything, because she said it about Nader, or whatever, and kept going back to him, you know. I don't know if it's because she's a glutton for punishment, or she feels like she's deserved to be treated without respect, or she tries to believe in the good in people. But we all know, I mean, having listened to Salah, you know, speak with her, he sounds like a robot. There's no real emotion behind it. And it's not because he's from Syria, because we have a lot of people from Syria in Germany, and they do not sound like robots. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. Maybe he has some mental disorders. Who knows? You know, we can't really tell from a distance. What also made it a bit hard for me to make it through that, the video that you're watching without sound now, is how we keep listening in their vlogs of, you know, Amber and Chantal, how happy they are, and then there are these videos where they just bash everything, and I can't follow it anymore, because I don't know, life is confusing enough as it is. Do we really have to make it more confusing by lying to people like that and trying to pretend we're living a life we're not living? I do not understand. I cannot relate, but it seemed like she was really upset about something, like genuinely upset about something. But I already don't get, like, okay, so why did she leave Kuwait? Was it a visa run, or is it a visa run? Did she have to leave the country for a while, or did she have to go back to Canada in order to not lose her citizenship there? I don't even know. I don't know anything about these things, but having to wonder just because you cannot trust that person, because they've lied so much, because again, they're confusing their audience because they're trying to give the impression that they're living a better life than they are living, just to shut up their haters. But at the same time, they want to be honest about the actual life that they are living. And so once in a while, we get a glimpse of how unhappy they are. But it's just exhausting to follow them. But on the other hand, I mean, if I try to put myself in their shoes for a little bit, if you have no marketable skills that keeps you, that plus your physical measurements and your lack of intelligence keeps you from getting any kind of job out there, they depend on the YouTube money in order to even have money to put gas in their tanks. I mean, in Chantal's case, or to have food to eat or clothes to wear. And so I don't know. Maybe they're just caught up in this whirlwind of, I'm going to have to make money one way or another, and I'm going to have to become creative about it. Maybe this is why they're going back and forth between lying and wanting to be honest. But at the same time, their souls are completely crushed because they don't even know who they are anymore. I mean, in Chantal's case, putting on a Muslim costume, but not having the religious beliefs behind it. I don't know. Maybe she just liked the fact that her three double chins are covered. But I would, I thought that at least she wouldn't move to one of the hottest countries in the world, since she can't stand heat. So it's confusing. I also don't get why that girl, named Kay Bella, tried to lure Salah into cheating with her. Is it because she wanted to really show Chantal that Salah wasn't being serious about being with her, or doing Chantal a favor, but a sincere favor, or did you just want to get clout in the girl world verse? I don't know. There are so many things we don't know because there's so much lying going on, so much. I don't know. People saying things and coming out with stories just to make money on YouTube or other platforms. It's hard to tell anymore who's telling the truth and who is not. But yeah, so that girl lured him into doing something. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what's true about what kind of relationship Chantal and him have. Were they ever married, yes or no? Or did she just, make a business contract with him, saying that she's going to throw a certain amount of money at him and he's going to pretend to be her boyfriend and then husband, and, be part of her vlogs, and I don't know. But then why did she go back to Canada? I don't feel she was being honest about that. So she tried to make us believe that all of a sudden she's having health issues, sincere health issues that make her go back to Canada. But then she says she can't be without her family, meaning Julia and the hamster, what's his face, Harry, and Salah, and so she's planning on going back, and now they're broken up, and I don't, it's exhausting to say the least to try to keep up with that kind of bullshit.
I don't want to stress, even when I share my life with you, I don't want you, I guess I just didn't realize how, like, things affect other people in my life. I don't realize that. And especially, like, my viewers, my VIBs, my fans, like, I don't realize how that affects you guys, because, like, I don't know. I think it's just a learning lesson. Like, maybe there are things I shouldn't share.
And I give her that. I think there should be certain things that they shouldn't be sharing, both Amber and Chantal. But they've made it their sole source of income. And so they have to share certain things. They have to make fool of themselves. They have to troll the audience, apparently, in their minds, in order to get the views. And that frustrates them because they can never fully withdraw. Like when they think, oh, my haters have totally gone out of control, and so I would just like to withdraw from the whole thing for a while. They can't because they still have to make a living. And so I think we're gonna see more and more like the more the views go down of these two channels of Chantal and Amber, the more bullshit we're gonna see on their channels because they're desperately trying not to go completely down the drain to where their income drops to a point where they can't even pay their bills anymore. And it's a bet that they have made, and now they have to lie in it. The main problem is, and it's the same with Amber, that these women have no other way of making money. And so they have to stir the pot on the internet in order to make money, and that is never a good idea, especially with them not being able to stop eating on camera because this is how they made their most money within the last few years, and they think they can continue to do so. But their bodies can only take a limited amount of abuse when it comes to how many thousands of calories they can take a day. And so, actually, I mean, logic would dictate that they find a different way to make money or a different way to get the views, on YouTube, even if they don't want to find another job or find themselves a job. But yeah, I'm having the hardest time trying to connect with their words and actions because they both seem very detached from reality and from logical thinking. And and again, they're trying to shut up the haters, at the same time be honest to those that genuinely care about them, and you cannot do that. Either you have a pretend arrogant life on social media platforms, where you don't share everything with your viewers, or you have a good connection with your viewers, but then you have the haters there too, and they always try to prove you wrong. And that can't be easy. But that is the path that both Chantal and Amber have chosen for themselves. And so I'm going to leave it at that. Again, I wasn't even planning on making a video about this because there are dozens with all the clips and Kay Bella's little speech to Chantal, little, video message, and all of the screenshots and voice recordings of Salah. And so I don't have much to add to that. So before I was even done recording this, Chantal had posted a video where apparently she made it clear that she would like to continue working on her marriage, which is, I can accept that. But of course, it speaks volumes for her not having people in her real life that she can go to help her deal with real life. She just turns on the camera, just like I said in yesterday's video about Amber. They just turn on the camera because they have nobody in their real life, and they think we're all friends out here, and then they share things that maybe they should not be sharing. And so that's what Chantal did. Then she posted a video where she said that she's going to take Salah back and wants to continue working on their marriage, even though, I don't know, apparently there are communication problems in the sense that they're not being honest to each other. For example, Salah might have just been disposed concerning his fetishes that he didn't want to share with Chantal, but Chantal also hid from Salah that the entire time she's been in Canada, she's been seeing Pete's. And so I don't know if that's a good basis for a healthy relationship, but hey. And still, they don't have any chemistry, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And then an hour ago, Foodie Beauty posted on her community tab, "Hi guys, I privated my previous video. I'm confused and just need some time away to myself to figure things out in my life." And so that is the last update. I don't know what she means by that. I don't know if there was actually a breakup or If those receipts were legit, I don't know. Because look at Amber earlier this year when she pretended to have a breakup with YP, and instantly her views went up. That is something I also don't understand in the girl world, that so many people still watch these ladies on their channel and give them the views, and make it possible for them to continue living their lives in the spotlight of YouTube while they are violating terms of service and community guidelines, and at the same time are causing harm to people that are emotionally fragile, or maybe even mentally, mental disorders. Like, I don't know. But that is the update. So they're not broken up. She's probably gonna work on making it home, being Kuwait, as soon as she can. She still hasn't lost a pound, and she probably won't. I'm getting an increasingly stronger feeling every single day that she's gonna go out like Life by Chen did, and with Amber it's the same. They keep gaining weight and they don't take their health situation seriously, and so we're just gonna keep watching their slow suicides. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.